Good morning, everyone. Buenos dias, e caro. I hope everybody been doing all right. I've been okay. Looking for another job. They didn't hire me back. I still can't believe I pretty much got fired for defending myself. But it is what it is. Maybe that wasn't where I needed to be. So and like a couple of my other videos, I said, or I talked a little bit about me getting attacked by a dog. So at this point, it's still draining, and some of that skin is coming off. So my mama she bought me some tweezers, and so I can pick the skin off. Cause once it first started like trying to bubble up, um, she was gonna give me some surgical, I think those are surgical scissors or whatever. But I was like, it's not that big. I need something smaller. So she got me some tweezers. I can only let her out for a little bit before that sucker start running. Cause I don't want it on my bed and in my clothes. It's already bothering me because it's getting on this wrap. But I'm limited on what I got right now. Oh my God. And Christmas is finna come up. This could not have happened at the most inconvenient time ever. So, some of the people that I've gotten in contact with since this happened have told me to do some stuff. So, I've been doing that. It's been helping. It's still itchy like a motherfucker because I'm not used to shit like this. So, at least not as an adult because I try to be careful. Because, like I said, it really wasn't my fault. It was a true accident. But that's another reason why I don't care to go to other people's houses unless I know how they live and shit like that. Like, what I'm going to be safe around, what I'm not gonna be safe around, shit like that. It ain't to be in nobody's business. I don't give a damn how clean or dirty your motherfucking house is. It's about my safety at the end of the day. I know people say I'm selfish, I'm self-centered, I'm this. Yes, because who's gonna take care of me if I don't? Yes, where the people whose dog it was, they've been, checking on me and doing what, I feel the most that they can do because, hell, every dog is unpredictable. So even my own damn dog is unpredictable. So I just put some aloe vera gel on it. So I guess the best thing about me losing my job is I can take care of my leg and clean it as much as I need to now, since it itches more and it drains a lot more. At first it wasn't draining this fast, so going to work and stuff wasn't no problem, but now it gets on the wrap. I'm having to wash it. And I have a thing about stinkiness. So yeah, no, I can't be out in public with this motherfucker. Like, I've been fighting with my parents about job fairs and shit like that, but this motherfucker is itchy. This motherfucker is aggravating. And I'm trying to be as respectful as possible and listen to what the fuck they saying and still tend to myself and not make myself sicker. And they be agitating me. They told me to stop using pissing me off. They be agitating me. Because my daddy be killing me, talking about, I ain't cuss in front of my mama and them. But daddy, maybe if you would have cussed a little more, a lot of things would have happened differently. Or if some of the older cousins would have cussed a little more in front of y'all's parents, maybe stuff would have happened a little differently. I don't know. But I digress. Again, I lived on my own, so for a long time, like even when I was living in my parents' house, I think for the most part I was here to sleep and go to work or go to her school or whatever I was doing. So it's like them trying to control my mouth. It's a little frustrating because I'm over 18, but I get it. And I don't be cursing my parents out because they know I would never do nothing like that. They already know that. So when they do be pushing my boundaries, I do get there. I do be wanting to cuss. Like, God damn, chill on me. I remember one day my mama, when I first moved back home, and I mean, I had my options and shit like that, but that wasn't what I knew I needed to indulge in. And my mama said something to me in my depressed state, and I said, I could be somewhere getting my feet pushed up to my ears right now, but I'm not. I'm at home being a good girl. She's talking about one thing does not have to do with the other. Yes, it does. It all goes together. It all goes together when you all think about life. And when I say that, they just don't be paying me no attention because it truly do. Everything we do, it all ties together if you know what you're doing. So my client whose boyfriend's doggy was, she bought me some stuff to help. I've had to buy some stuff to go with the things that she bought, but you know, at least she's helping me get better and shit like that. So I do appreciate her for that. She was very apologetic, but like I told her, the only thing about that situation is that you didn't check the cage, yo. It's not your fault. Stop apologizing to me. It is what it is. Like her son was looking so sad, and it's like, yo, and he's a big teenager, so it's like shit happens, yo. Like, come on now, y'all gotta stop looking fucking like that. Yeah, I got hurt. I definitely feel away because I got hurt, but who wouldn't feel away for getting hurt? Because again, I have things I'm trying to do for me and my child, so this definitely got in the way. And it's funny because her and I was sitting in the hospital room, and I don't know how we got on the subject of me pushing people off, but I was like, this is not gonna make me be closer friends. You do know that. She's talking about why? Talking about because you stuck. I said, because I've already told you why I don't fuck with nobody like that no more. So I really, hope she finishes making sure that I'm good and shit like that. But it's like, when it comes to friends, I always get hurt in somebody's bullshit, whether it was physical, sexual, emotional, whatever. Like, I always get hurt in somebody's bullshit. Like, over Thanksgiving, I was talking to one of my uncles, and I was just telling him, I said, this is part of the reason why I don't have a whole lot of friends, because of my family background, because I know what I can and can't do. I know what I can and can't have around. I know what I do and don't want around. And I don't want people whining to be about certain shit. Because when it comes to my family members, they just gonna do what the fuck they gonna do. I can pick and choose not to be around nobody's family because that's exactly what I have. Like, I've chosen not to talk to someone's mom because they just disrespectful. Like, I get the whole old people thing and they paved the way and all of that, but they act like they don't disrespect, and that'd be the thing for me. So I would rather act like you don't exist. To me, that's respectful than to roll my eyes at you or to whatever, because I've done it. I've definitely done it. And I'm pretty sure my friend at the time was probably like, well, damn, friend. But she understood because, shit, my feelings got hurt. I wasn't involved in none of that bullshit. When it comes to friends, I do feel like friends are supposed to do something specific. I guess as adults, we don't know the meaning of friendships no more, or at least this generation don't. Cause yeah, it's just some stuff I can't rock with, don't rock with, don't plan on rocking with, just can't fuck with. Cause Cause if my parents are wrong about somebody, I'm definitely going to jump. Cause it's like, no, 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 no. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. But I just feel like I've been in too many situations where people didn't jump for me, or they jumped and hid about it. Like being my friend or being my protector or being my whatever is a bad thing. Like with my ex-husband, I got into it with some of my cousins. Well, one of my cousins, and my ex just so happened to be there in the midst of it. And one of my cousins, and I was bigger at the time, and my cousin, made a statement about big bitches and all of this shit. And it's like, whether I'm big or small, bitch, I want a nigga that's gonna take care of me. Whether you sick or not, don't you want a man to take care of you? It's not my problem if you haven't come across that yet. Or if you have and you fucked it up. Like, I don't know. And I don't care as long as people be okay. And that's what I be telling them. I don't give a fuck what nobody got going on. As long as you are okay with whatever the fuck it is you doing. If it's going to cause physical harm to me and my child, because at this point, that's the only person that I have to defend. I feel like if I have a man, I'm only supposed to defend him to a certain degree. Because he is supposed to be the protector. I can only do so much, especially for as small as I am. And I damn sure don't want a man smaller than me to prove a certain point. So, I gotta wash these tweezers off. I just rewrapped my foot. I can't wait till I get a camera where I can just simply push the button and it'll turn that sucker around. I definitely feel like I missed my calling on certain stuff because even though this whole leg thing been frustrating, I've been enjoying picking at it during the healing process. The only thing I didn't like was obviously when it smelled because it was open skin. But I was like, ugh. But I'd rather clean myself up myself because if I mess up, it's on me. If somebody else mess up, it's on them. And then I don't know what the hell they did. So I'd rather just do it myself. I don't know if my mama and daddy didn't want to see it because it was just the fact that their baby had gotten hurt or what. Or they not trying to baby me so I can get through this process. I don't know. But my mama didn't want to see it for a while. Tell me, when you wrap it up, I'll look at you. And then when I first started letting it air out, when I still had my stitch in, my daddy looked at it. So my walk is not as slow as it was, obviously, when it first happened, but I still have to walk with my toes up. I naturally walk on my toes, but because how much of my skin is open, I can't put my toes down. So it's very awkward walking, especially when I'm walking around other people. I don't want nobody stepping on my toes because of the way I have to walk. They're going to fuck my toes up. So I'm definitely walking around the house telling my daughter, ooh, watch my leg, watch mama's leg, or watch mama's foot. Because it's my ankle, but it's dead smack dab in the center of where my foot and my leg obviously is connected. So it's definitely weird walking. Because if it had been a machete or something, it definitely would have took that damn foot all the way off from where the main part was. Like when I went back, my stomach growling. When I went back to get it looked at, they were looking at me because I was like, I don't like leaving it unwrapped because it feels like my foot is hanging even though it's not. And I couldn't think of a medical way to say it, but that's how I felt. And she was like, okay, I get it. Because they were like, you got to let it air out. Well, I have to work, number one. And number two, when I do let it air out, my house shoes are heavy as fuck. Like, I have 2 different size house shoes. And no, house shoes are going to be light or whatever. But when you're hurt, it seemed like dragging that leg or with them house shoes on is horrible. Like, these that I have on are light. But the blue ones that I wear all the time, because they have a hard bottom, they're a little heavier. So when I was wearing them right after it happened, it felt like I was dragging that house shoe. And then I had to go back to work, so I just put my Huaraches on and kept it pushing, because for as swollen as my ankle was, I needed that pressure anyway. So me wrapping it on top of how tight my Huaraches are, and for as tight as I was tying my shoe, it was fine. So my other foot has pretty much completely healed, and I'm picking up the dry skin on it already. So it's just obviously the one that's worse. I don't even know how long, because it's been almost a month at this point. It happened November 8th on my auntie's birthday. So it's almost a month. It's been 3 weeks. 4 weeks. So it's a little frustrating. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it'll be 4 weeks this weekend, so it's aggravating. The fact that my life turned upside down in 3 weeks, that's crazy. I still can't believe I got into it with a bitch at work, because that is something I do not do. But don't push me and I won't holler at your motherfucking ass. Because I won't hit you, but I do my damnedest to push your ass down, and I hope you hit something. That's definitely my warning before I put my hands on you, for real. I'll push your ass down first. And then I bought some more, some non-stick pads. I didn't even buy enough for as bad as my leg is leaking, because it's hard to be able to tell. Because I'm not finna let this sucker just sit out. One day I let it sit out, and it got on my bed, and I'm like, oh, hell no. I have a king-size bed, and with my leg being like this, it's hard to make my bed up because it's pushed up against the wall. So all that jumping and climbing and stuff that I'm used to doing, well, the nurse that took my stitch out was like, you need to chill. So all of that bending of the foot, obviously, until it heals a little more, is going to hurt. It's going to be aggravating. So all that up and down in my bed, unless I'm getting in the bed, I can't do that. And it's frustrating because now my room is a fucking mess. And I don't like clutter. And I'm in a small space. And I'm trying not to let my claustrophobia get the best of me, but well, yeah. And like my daddy, he was like, you should get you a nighttime job. Daddy, I don't want no nighttime job. At nighttime, I want to be at home with my baby, or with my feet up to my ears. That's what I want to do. I'll be out the house while my baby out the house during the daytime, and that way I can be home and settled for her when she comes in. That's how I like it. Hold on. Okay. But yeah, so like my daddy, he suggested a nighttime job, but I feel like after a while, Dominic's gonna get so used to not seeing me, and that's gonna be done gave them too much control. So, because at the end of the day, I'm still her mom. So, and I don't say that my parents are helped to degrade or demote their position in her life or anything like that. But I'm still mom. I'm still mommy. So there are certain things I have to do. Like even when I was working, my daddy was like, shouldn't you be asleep? And it's like, yeah, but Diamond is still up. I still have to make sure she all right. Well, we got it. You already told us what you needed. True. But I'm still mom. I don't know nothing else. When I'm not being a mom or when I haven't mommed in so long, I definitely feel like, okay, I'm neglecting my child. Like, there are even, certain situations where I've told my mama where I felt like a neglectful parent. And when I tell her the scenario, she's like, no, you did the best thing you could with the situation. Yeah, but that don't stop the feeling. And I don't want to be put back on medication no more from all of this mind racing, because a lot of that medication or some of the medication just have you sitting there looking. I don't want to be taking no medication to where I can't react how I need to react when I need to react that way. That was why I said I'm not taking them fucking medicines. I don't care. I'm not finna keep taking medication to deal with unhealed racists of all colors, including us. If you don't know how to talk to me, well, guess what? I'm gonna talk to you the same way. So, but yeah. Trying not to stress out about it. I definitely done already decided I'm probably gonna get my car back, because yeah, this is unnecessary stress. So unnecessary stress at the moment, and everybody wants to come up with all of these great solutions now. Okay, I've been struggling for like 3 years at this point. I just want everybody to leave me alone. Yep. Especially since I'm focusing on keeping my blood pressure down, because, I'm not getting back on that shit no more if I don't have to. When I'm older, I get it. But right now, I don't need it. Because 911 is just a dial away. And it's always been a dial away. So I just wrapped it back up with it being cold, and I'm probably gonna go outside and smoke. Obviously I need it covered because the house is still draining. But I remember that first day I woke up and that sucker was itching. I thought I was gonna scratch over it, because I can't scratch over the actual wound. I scratch around it where the skin is coming up. So it's like, oh my God, it's itching. And then one day, I think when I wrapped it, I ended up putting the Velcro part on top of the pads. And once I got to squeezing that sucker, oh, that shit got the pussy real bad. I'm like, oh my God, but it's itching. Like, I bought some sports wrap, and it's going through that. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have the money to keep buying shit. And then another thing that be killing me about some of these places, like, they want you to drive all the way there without no guarantee if you're going to get the job or not. So now I done wasted gas and time to not get the job. And it's funny because my mama was fussing the other day, and she was like, well, where have you been applying? And yada, yada. I said, Mama, it ain't the resume. It can't be the resume. I said, because some of these motherfuckers are messaging me back saying how good my resume is. However, so what's the issue? And like, she's killing me with this whole, you just need something. You just need something. No, that's the mindset that a lot of these old black folks have and had. No, I didn't go to college to prove a point. Even if I didn't go to a 4-year, well, I went to a 4-year college. I just didn't finish from a 4-year college, but no, I'm not finna be cleaning up behind nobody. None of that. No. I clean up behind my damn self, my own damn family. I'm not finna walk outside my front door and clean up behind nobody. This is not 1955, no. I don't give a damn if our grandmas and whoever else the fuck had to do that. They had to do that shit. We don't have to do that now. So the fact that people be resulting back to those type of jobs and they don't have to, When I said I want a bullshit job, I want a bullshit job that I like. Not a bullshit job where I'm going to be miserable. I don't want to die because I was miserable at a job working in corporate America for however many years I chose to work. Especially since I'm not dealing with folks' attitudes. That's why I said I need to find something where I do not have to deal with customer service. Especially since a gun has been pulled out on me. So I just don't want to deal with certain shit. And I feel like I shouldn't even have to explain that scenario either. Just if I say something didn't happen, it happened. And that's not what I want to deal with again. That's just what the fuck it is to me. That's another reason why I hate the fact of, or I don't like the fact that I came back home. Because if I say no, that's just what that is. When I was living on my own, I ain't have to explain my no to nobody but my ex-husband. And he even knew if I don't want to explain something, I'm not going to explain it. Once we broke up, he understood why when I say I don't want to fucking explain something, that's just what it is. Because you never know what the story is until it comes out of my mouth. So now we all looking with the shit face like, oh my God. Or like when I did start going off, and my daddy was like, where is all of this coming from? Because I'm pissed. If my man and my friends can't open their mouth to my parents when they got questions, that ain't my man and my friends, yo. Especially if you know the placement in my heart for my parents. I don't give a damn how much they piss me off. God damn it. If they got questions, you better open your fucking mouth. If you can't open your mouth for me and I've opened my mouth for you, that's a problem. That's a problem. I was telling somebody the other day, I don't know what a friend is as adults anymore. Because when we're younger, we're told what friends are. But when we grow up, we really find out what the true meaning friends are. So that's why I'm like, I don't want to be around nobody. Friends come with bullshit that is unnecessary. If they don't know how to control their shit. My shit was controlled until too many people had something to say. And it's funny now because I keep telling everybody, leave me alone, don't do this, don't do that. You know, I'm doing what the fuck I want to do when I get ready. Don't nobody really have no control over me like that. Like, even when I was working, my mama tried to, well, you need to come straight home. Okay, mama, I'm grown. If I need to find somebody else to keep my baby a little longer, then fine. But we're not going to do that. I'm not 16, I'm 34. I'm not coming straight home after nothing if I don't want to. And obviously, if I haven't planned for an overnight babysitter, I try not to just do that because they work during the week. And when I was doing it, my daddy didn't mind because I wasn't the one taking her to school because I was working. I picked her up from school. But because my parents, come on, stomach, work the way they do, I try not to impose on the things that they're trying to do. And I don't give a damn about what nobody say. I will keep doing what I need to do for Diamond and make sure the things that happen to me don't happen to her. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. It's always going to go back to that because it's all connected. I don't give a fuck. If that means I keep that little smile on her face and I be miserable just to make sure ain't nobody fucking on my baby, touching on my baby, doing anything to my baby they ain't supposed to be doing, then I guess that's what it be, baby. This is just my face. Fix your face. No, get out of it. Again, like I've told my parents, I don't blame them for the things that happened because they were young trying to figure out life as well, just like a lot of our parents. But maybe you. Oh my God, my daddy told me a couple weeks ago that I pretty much got a baby daddy at this point. I'm like, ew. Please don't tell me that. I'm sorry, but that word is so ghetto. I don't give a damn where I came from. That is so ghetto. Especially because where I was, I didn't hear that shit until we got older. And everybody wanted to be, ooh, I got a baby daddy. I got a baby daddy. Oh, I want to. No. Because the things that they are doing, the ones who do go above and beyond, they are obviously doing that because they are a good person and they want to be a parent. But they ain't got to do all that extra shit. Because when I definitely told him he could be the primary parent, I was like, bruh, I just need to work. You whining and complaining about us not having enough money. Okay, well, you got all them people over there that feel like she shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z. They can keep her. I can go to work. We have the money. No big deal. And I'm still the same way. I don't want nobody that I have to control. I want him to be around because he want to be around. I don't want to have to trick nobody into staying with me. None of the bullshit. That's why I'm a firm believer in waiting until after you get married to have a baby because kids change things. I told my ex, if I popped up pregnant before we got engaged, you might as well wait till after we had a baby. Don't ask me to marry you. And he just looked at me. I was like, why? That's what most girls want. I don't want you asking me to marry you just because I'm pregnant with your baby. If you still feel the same way before the baby get here, then you should feel the same way after the baby get here, then ask. But he made sure that I didn't pop up pregnant. And now, with that, and when I have certain conversations with people who seem interested, it's just like I'm still in the phase where I want more children, and I don't want anyone to feel like they have to give me a baby just to make me happy, and that's not really what they want. Oh, it's a net. But yeah, I just don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm taking care of a baby all by myself because that's not what it's supposed to be. You can simply say you don't want children, you don't want that. I mean, yeah, you can say all day you want me, but at some point, I do want more children. And I don't want to be with somebody who is not ready now because of how old I am. I mean, I can be sad about it. We just missed our opportunity. No big deal. I'm sorry. I'm not opening up this flap because I don't want it to come out too fast. I'm so glad the swelling on my toes is going down. My mama talking about, baby, it's gonna be a minute before you get a pedicure. You gonna have to get what she said she was gonna give me for Christmas, a pedicure set so I can do my own feet. Ma'am, I'm not finna do no feet. I'm finna wash these suckers in the shower and they gonna look how they look until I can go to get a pedicure. Right now, my leg healing is more important. And my ex will tell you, I don't care about certain stuff. So when I want to get my nails done and look pretty and all of that, I damn sure do it. But obviously, I have to wait till my skin heal up. I'm glad I don't have ugly feet though, so I can walk around busted for a while. The motherfuckers might have a whole bunch of dry skin on the bottom, but I'd rather that than have any of them extra issues that bitches be having. Thank God. And then it got cold all of a sudden. And still wasn't able to buy me and my baby clothes fast enough before it got cold because I was trying to catch up on my bills and catch up on this damn car note from when I got sick 2-3 months ago. Ooh, excuse me. And I didn't have no help. And it's like, I told my mama the other day, I said, I'm just going to go and send it back. I said, because I need the last little bit that I just got. So, until I find another job. And I can't keep holding it off. So she was like, well, I really want you to keep it. Okay, well, where the hell am I going to get this money at by next week? I can't pull no money out my ass. And I'm sorry. I respect myself too much to go on there and put my ass out on the internet to make some quick money. I'm sorry. If that's something I'm going to do, I have to put some thought into it. In which I have. But because of the type of family I come from, Because like I said on Facebook, I'm going to be hanging from ceilings. I want mirrors on my ceilings. I want all that stuff. So, to me, it's not that serious. If I was just doing that shit for fun, because I feel like that is stuff you do for fun. I feel like in that industry, a lot of people got hurt because it no longer became fun. So, and then I'm trying to stay at least 30 minutes, at least from where I am now, where I find jobs, because it's like, I'm not finna be driving 45 minutes there and back, or an hour there and back. That is a whole lot of time out of my day. I don't like sitting in traffic. I don't know why motherfuckers don't understand that. Especially certain times of the day. I like to be up early in the morning so I can get on in and get on out. I don't want no second shift because you always get whatever the fuck. First shift didn't finish. And as we all know, when shift change, don't nobody give a fuck. I'm off, you on, deal with it. When my my mama was asking me about what it was I wanted to do or what I wanted to jump into or whatever, she asked about nursing, and I was like, it just depends, because if I come across another racist, I'll be done blowing his IV. And she just looked at me. Yeah. Because after waking up in the trauma center and there was an old white man in my bedroom and I was still out of it, then to wake up and this man is in my room, like, yo, like, that shit freaked the fuck out of me. So yeah, I don't play about certain shit. And like when I had certain conversations with my mama, she was like, you need to get over or get through certain stuff. You wasn't in it. Because how many times am I supposed to get over waking up to somebody doing something they're not supposed to do to me? I've been doing that since I was a child. At some point, everybody needs to stop and pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying. Yep. So, and that's my whole thing about this no touching thing at this last job. I don't give a fuck. I said, yeah, them people in HR must ain't been personally violated enough. Because I'm sorry. Don't touch me. It's so simple. If I walk around you, I would expect you to walk around me. And when I make that statement, people are like, well, everybody's not like you, and that's the problem. Don't fucking touch me. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me. If I didn't say you could touch me, hug me, kiss on me, none of that, don't touch me. If you don't reach your hand out to let me know to shake your hand, then no, I'm not going to shake your hand. If I don't reach my hand out in order to shake, for you to shake my hand, that don't mean you touch. And like, way too many people get comfortable with that. And for them to tell me that the girl that I got into it with has done that to somebody before, like, I'm like, HR is full of shit. I'm like, y'all setting people up for the okie doke. How many times you gonna let a motherfucker touch you, bump into you or whatever before you actually say something? As grown-ups, it's the silliest thing to me for them to say, well, you're supposed to go tell. You mean to tell me every single time somebody do something, I'm supposed to go find somebody? We are not children. It's that simple. Don't fucking touch. And then somebody was like, well, she got to charge assault with a deadly weapon. What does that have to do with me? That bitch caused me to lose my job. I hope she get beat the fuck up. I don't give a damn. Hell, don't give a fuck. I hope she come across the sickest penis. I really do. Because I'm struggling to feed my child. I don't give a fuck what that bitch got going on. Don't give a fuck what no bitch got going on. Especially if it comes to you fucking with me. Don't care. Never cared. Because I'm always minding my motherfucking business. Just don't touch me. And my daddy was like, you gonna have to get some care back in your system. No, you told me I needed some fucking in my system. You just didn't realize I had way more fucking in my system than you thought. And now that it's cold, once my leg gets too warm after a while, it starts itching. I could just imagine putting all these damn clothes on, and I'm out in public patting his damn leg or scratching his damn leg, or the damn leg is leaking every fucking where. There be that damn smell when people go uncared for so long and the shit be coming through their pores. That's why I'm like, no, because I've seen the shit, I've smelled the shit. I'm okay. I'm gonna keep this motherfucker wrapped up and we just gonna have to deal. I don't care about nobody having no attitude, no none of that stuff. And I be trying not to go back and forth with my mom and daddy, like, y'all didn't want to help me with certain shit. The fuck I'm supposed to do? That nigga said he was gonna help me and didn't, which is why I kept giving him an attitude, which is why I started talking to him and his mama like that. Because if you're not gonna be honest with your mama about what you're really doing to me, then I'm really finna piss you off. Because my daddy was like, you need to open your mouth and ask him. No, when I was, that nigga kept reneging on me. Which is why I have the attitude I have with y'all as well, because y'all kept overstepping and not listening. And my daddy was like, well, I talk to him. Please, because he gonna give it to you. At this point, I want to slap his ugly ass every time he tell me no. Especially since I was still giving that ugly ass nigga pussy after he broke his hand. That's why I said, yeah, homeboy, we ain't never coming up off of that. You just better make sure you keep your bitch controlled and I keep my mouth shut. Because it definitely wasn't about no love thing. I felt sorry for him because he's sitting there laid up with his hand. Can't even do nothing for himself. But, again, that's not something I had to do. That's something I chose to do. Because he was in need. And when you've been married to somebody, it's definitely a difference in how you handle certain shit. But when it comes to certain stuff, like once y'all start talking to people, you have to put your foot down. Like I was telling somebody else a little bit about my situation and all of that. Once it's a cutoff, it's a cutoff, and y'all have to be clear about that. Because once I step into that door with somebody else, I don't want to play with that person's feelings, and I would pray that they don't hurt and play with mine. So I'm like real standoffish and closed off right now because guys have been trying. I've been lying a little bit about that part, but guys have been trying. But I'm definitely firm and stern on what I do and don't want, what I will and won't deal with. Because again, I have a child, and the last thing I need to be sitting around is doing that little bullshit we was doing when we was younger, whining and crying about a guy. I can't deal with that right now. Especially since heartbreak is a whole lot different than what it was when we were 16 and 17 years old. I don't like that feeling in my chest, so I'd rather you just leave me the fuck alone. Because at this point in my life, I will slap you for playing with my feelings. I will. Because you could have just left me and my feelings alone. Yeah, so I did my mom's hair the other day. That's the first time I've done hair or stood up that long since my foot. And I was definitely agitated by the time I got done because it already takes forever to do my mama's hair because My mama has a lot of hair, and now that she's off into color again, she wants what she wants. So we have to talk through it and all of that. You know, the way I handle my mama as far as doing her hair is the way I pretty much handle all of my other clients. We have to talk thoroughly about what the hell you want and what you don't want, because I'm not finna be fixing something that you asked me for from the jump, or if I told you from the jump I'm not comfortable with doing something and you still push for me to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it, but I told you up front, I don't know about this. And honestly, my mama is very picky and very this and very that. So when I come across clients that are just like her, I don't want to deal with you. I have to take all of that from my mama. I don't have to take all of that from everybody else. And I really don't have to take it from her. But due to the situation now, I ain't got no choice. But before, no, I didn't have to take that from her, which is why I kept pushing her off. Because the lesson was for everybody. Everybody has done me the same way with this whole her shit. Well, I did this for you. You doing my hair for me shouldn't be an issue. The fuck? What? 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 And that's why I told my ex, you'll never understand, because you gave up on your certification or whatever the case may be, because you couldn't be man enough to tell your family, no, I still have mine, and I'm actually trying to keep mine, and I know how to say no. And because I know how to say no, is why don't nobody want to deal with me, and I'm perfectly okay. I'm not kissing no ass, and I'm not bending over. I'm not doing none of this shit. I said no. And my old barber instructor ain't even reached out to me. So I don't even know if she even doing that still. I might have to go back up to the school and see if I can do my continuing education through that, because I'm not going to be stressed out about losing my license. And that was the thing. I am perfectly okay with telling everybody I have my license and that I'm not going to do certain shit. My cousin was like, why you don't have a photo on it? I'm not even in nobody's shop. I'm doing her out of my house. Y'all know what the fuck I look like. Why do I need a photo on it? And I don't like doing that, because once it expires, you're either shredding it or throwing it away. Well, if I'm out somewhere where I don't have no tape or no staple or nothing, I can't reuse that picture, so now I have to throw that picture away. I don't like doing that. So that's another reason why I did her the way I did her. If you know me, you know my face, you know I'm trustworthy. I'm not doing all of that. On a state board and all that shit come around. That's my picture. Okay, great. That's another reason. They do that shit to you. Do the shit to the people that are causing a danger or whatever. The people that ain't doing this shit, leave them motherfuckers alone. That's another reason why I like being in my own suite. That way I could focus on my own shit. I don't have to worry about nobody else touching my shit. Because when I was in somebody else's shop, the one thing that pisses me off is to come back and something is missing, but you done left some money on my station. No, you called me and asked me, is that shit okay? Don't just take my shit. That shit pisses me off. So if that was something that I needed, now I have to stop or be behind because you done took my shit. That's why I said I did not want to be in nobody's shit. Because a girl thought I was supposed to carry her shop, and I showed her I was not carrying her shit. You got me out of my own shit with my parents, where they were actually teaching me the right way, so you could fuck me up. And that's exactly what happened. Like, my cousin was like, well, I know somebody. I don't want to fuck with nobody that nobody know. I don't understand what part of y'all motherfuckers don't understand. I don't trust y'all like that. I don't trust none of y'all like that. Like, everybody think I be being funny. No, y'all ain't always treated me right. And I guess when we got grown, it was supposed to be different. I ain't expect nothing from my family other than what they've already shown me or what they've always shown me. What I don't see or what I don't know, I can't do nothing about. I can't feel about. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. I can help you where I can help you. I've always been like that. So for everybody to do me the way they did me, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. Like, one of my cousins was like, you don't even hang out with us no more. I can't hang out if don't nobody call me. Like, I've been told y'all, I operate a certain way. I like my shit planned out ahead of time. All that last minute shit, no. No. My life is the way it is right now because of all that last minute shit. I like having my shit organized. I like having my shit planned out. Like, I went to go kick it with some folks during the summertime. Baby, don't invite me nowhere if I come into work. No. If you don't tell me ahead of time I'm working, no. I ain't go nowhere or get dressed or whatever to get dirty, my nigga. Like, no. You tell me ahead of time you need a committee to do some shit so that I can prepare. I don't like that bullshit. Especially when it's just when it's for them. People don't give a damn about that. Mm-mm. That's why I said I need to be in a position to where I can pay people to do what the fuck I need them to do for me. Like, no. I like paying for convenience. I shouldn't be this fucking frustrated with all the shit that I got going on. And a lot of shit that I have going on is so small. But because of all the shit that I just went through, I don't give a fuck. Oh, I was saying earlier, anything further than 30 minutes from the house, that's too fucking far, yo. Too fucking far. Especially because I have to consider the weather and all of that shit. Especially now, since it's gonna be wintertime. Like, how many jobs are going to be lenient about the fact that I'm not finna slip and slide all the way to work because it's raining? Like, other motherfuckers can't drive in the rain. I'm not finna die because that work is gonna be there tomorrow. Hell, I couldn't even get my baby no damn long sleeve shirts before the weather changed because of this bullshit. And my daddy was fussing at me, talking about she need this, she need that. Have you talked to her daddy? Yada yada yada. Did I know I was gonna be sick all this time? Did I know I was gonna lose my job? I can only do the best with what I got. He knows what she needs because he needed those same things when he was growing up. Why do I have to ask him? Shouldn't have to. I was asking when I was married to him. I'm not asking for him for a motherfucking thing now. You knew she exists. You was in that room with me. Not doing it. Especially if you know my situation. Not finna keep repeating myself about certain shit. Why you keep talking to me like that? Because we've already talked about this. You shouldn't have that much going on to where you can't remember. Again, Diamond comes first. Everything else comes after. So if you can't keep up with Diamond, with everything else you got going on, that's a problem for yourself. I'm trying to figure out where this damn neck came from because I did not smoke this morning. And then with this cold now, my ankle, it was starting to stop hurting, but now that it got cold, it started hurting again. And I don't know why. But I've been rotating it. My thing is, I just don't want to get hurt even worse on this foot. Because who's going to be walking around on a cane and crutches and all of that bullshit if they don't have to? That's another reason why I was getting pissed off at my mom and daddy about pushing. Because it's like, I don't do so much with this fucking leg, yo. I need my leg to heal back properly. Not because everybody else was so careless about the fact that I got hurt and not remembering the fact that I have to take care of myself. Especially since I hollered at my mom and daddy and said, y'all got each other. Please leave me alone. I mean, I know that probably hurt her, but that's all that's wrong with me. Everybody wanted to be up in my household. Either you gonna be there for us or you not. That's just what it is for me. Because at this point, like I said, even his stress, a lot of the stuff that we went through, we shouldn't have went through. If y'all didn't want us together, y'all should have just shared that shit from the jump instead of being all nice about the shit. Or letting everybody else say whatever the fuck ever. And then once our feelings got hurt, no one had nothing to say. Or y'all kept just letting people go at the mouth. But this is about me. So I just, so, my daddy had sent me like a hiring event or something for DFW. I'm like, I'm not gonna be driving all the way to DFW every day. I can't even maneuver in that damn area without my anxiety going up. So yeah, no, I don't even want to be in that damn area. And then the fact that he keeps sending me stuff so dang far. Like, why? Hell, Hell, if I get stranded somewhere, are you going to come get me? If I need to stay at a hotel somewhere, or because I can't get home, are you gonna give me the money? Okay, so I don't know why y'all keep making me get jobs so far. Yeah, ain't no guarantee that I can get home. If something happens, no. You can't guarantee me. I can guarantee myself that I can get myself from point A to point B without having an anxiety attack. No. Because motherfuckers don't know how to drive. And with me not having an SUV no more, I cannot be playing with people. Especially when I have Diamond in the car. Because when a bitch almost ran me off the road when I had that SUV, I only didn't hit her motherfucking ass because I didn't have the money to get my car fixed and Diamond was in the car. I wanted to get out the car and beat that bitch ass. And she had a child in her car too, and I did not give a fuck. Bitch, you almost made me hurt my child. That's what I mean by people do not be giving a fuck when they driving. Whether they can see in your car or not. You can have a car full of kids and they don't give a fuck. Or like the other day, I was taking Diamond to school, and somebody, once the service road goes into one lane, they basically started riding over the caution lanes and basically cut me off and pulling into the same school parking lot. Baby, I rolled up the side of them, rolled that window down, did not give a damn how cold it was, and gave them the finger. Because, bitch, my baby is in this car. And you in the school line, too. So your children are in the car. You're stupid. My mama said she was gonna give me a pedicure kit for Christmas. Baby, put that money on some shit that I need. Some draws. That's what I need. Not no pedicure set. These toes will be fine. I was definitely afraid about that swelling going down. Because no, appearance ain't everything, but our body is all we have. So, when people come, well, it could have been worse. It shouldn't have happened. Shut the fuck up. Well, like right after it happened, and my client was talking to me about things she's used and stuff like that, and I'm thinking to myself, now it's not the time. Because if you would have just came to my house to get your hair done, get his hair done like I told you to, I wouldn't even be dealing with this. So I really don't want to hear it. Now is not the time. Now y'all see why I do shit the way I do it, so I don't get hurt. It ain't about y'all. That's why I said, if you can't protect me, don't invite me out. If you can't protect me, don't call me your friend. At this point, don't call me your cousin, niece, or nothing at this point. If you can't do for me the way you supposed to do for me. Because I get tired of doing right by motherfuckers and I still get shitted on. So, yeah. I need to smoke and start looking for some more jobs. Cause yeah, I need to hear him get on a good foot so I can get my own little space again. Cause it's not about my parents or Diamond. It's about me having my sanity, me having my space. And I feel like I'm crammed up in this room with all of this shit. About to lose my sanity. Kid had a fundraiser. I'll be glad when it's finished. I don't think she's gonna get to her goal, but it's fine. Everybody wanted to support when my mama was doing it, but when I was able to do it, nobody wanted to support. I got a few supporters. So, but I don't know if she'll be able to participate in the little thing, or not, but she gonna be all right. She gonna be just fine. That's another reason why I didn't care to do those things, because if it's not, if you know that she's not gonna make it, or you know they're not gonna make it, it keeps the disappointment down. So we'll see next year if that's something we'll do. Maybe she'll be so involved in other shit that she wouldn't even care about being a part of that. Hopefully next year we'll be like that, because I don't care to do that. Because, yeah, I can buy her keychains and all that other shit. Shit that she gonna destroy and get thrown away anyway. But that's all it is. I'm sorry. Days sometimes when I start thinking about what I'm trying to do with my life and what the fuck has slowed me down. I guess I'm finna go. I don't even know what the fuck I'm finna do. Whatever it is, I'm finna figure it out. I hope everybody has a good day. What's today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. And if I don't make another video, y'all have a good weekend. Let me not say it like that, because y'all will be like, oh my God, if I don't make another video in the next few days, I'll probably make one next week or something. So, talk to y'all later.